Well, you planted grass, and that's what we got. But more importantly, you made a gift. You made a gift of money, which is not much in the long run, but you made a gift of time and labor. And you will reap the praise and the gratitude of those who will sit on the grass and under the shade of the trees after you've left. They will remember. The fourth homily, grad class, is that the best investment you'll ever make is in yourselves and those around you. Your investment will not return you dollars, your investment in labor and love. You invested in the future, and that is a priceless commodity. In summary, set goals based on solid values. Remember that problems are challenges for success, so only that which you will want to harvest. Invest in the future for yourself and others. Remember, you're born to win, and whether you think you can win, or whether you think you can't win, you are most always correct. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Hanson. I'd also like to thank all the people who keep waving at me out there. Oh, you're just keeping cool. At this point, we have a number of people who will give greetings, and I would like to call upon a person to give greetings from the local municipal council, and this person is a very dear friend of Southgate and has been a caring and competent alderperson for 6 years. I'd like to call upon Ms. Mary Ashley.
I think I might move this fan, not because I want you to see me, but later on I know you'll want to all see Mrs. Rackham when she speaks. I'm sorry to take part in the decorations before we even start. Mr. Currett, teachers, fellow guests, and especially grad class, Southgate School is very special to me because I have known so many of the staff and students and their parents over the last few years. I have addressed the grad students a number of times on behalf of the mayor and council. And again, I bring their greetings and congratulations to you, the grad class, the best and the last of the 80s class. From September 77 until today, a good part of your lives have been spent in the system, and particularly in this part of the school, designed to give you the skills needed to cope with that world out there. My grade 12 math teacher used a phrase over and over again that didn't really have any meaning for me when I heard it at the time, but it's become quite meaningful since. He used to say, "I'm trying to train your mind." And that's just how he said it. I am trying to train your mind. I hope he succeeded. As well as serving on City Council, I am a labour market analyst with Canada Employment. And it's my responsibility to analyze the local labour market, its composition, and the changes which occur. Through analysis, I'm able to monitor some of these new trends, new technologies that you're hearing about all the time, and particularly their impact upon people entering the workforce such as yourselves. I urge you to research your career choice as thoroughly as you can, because the labour force you are entering is changing rapidly, and compared to your 12 years at school so far, you will spend at least double that in the workforce. It's important that you make the most of your talents and your interests and find work, find a career that is meaningful to you. When you walk through the door of this room tonight with your diploma, that door will close behind you, but many more will open. You may choose to enter the door marked college or university. You may choose to enter the job or career door, or you may choose to enter the travel door. It's exciting for you to contemplate because these doors are open to you for many years to come, forever actually. There are some very important doors that we all open at one time or another. The fridge door, for example, where food and drink are kept. If we overindulge, well, then the next door that comes to us is the one to the medicine chest, where we find aspirin and stomach remedies. I don't want to give you the impression that opening these doors is always bad. It's not. Eating and drinking properly keeps us in top condition, and aspirin is a wonderful medicine for anyone with arthritis. But using these doors wisely is one of the most important things we can do if we love ourselves and do not abuse the bodies which God gave us through our parents. We have choices when we open certain other doors. We can decide on the possible repercussions of opening the car door, for example. If we have a few drinks beforehand, we are choosing to risk ourselves, our passengers and others on the road. The car door gives us entry to a potentially deadly weapon, unless we use it wisely. As a longtime member of City Council in Campbell River and the Traffic Safety Committee, I can tell you that the driving habits of Campbell River, generally speaking, are amongst the worst in British Columbia. When that door closes us in, we have to accept responsibility because there is no bigger tragedy than a wasted life, particularly for you, where a big part of your life is just beginning. There are two very important doors I've saved till last. One is the outdoors. Since you started school, we've all become more aware of the need for care of our environment. Through government, industry, and individuals, we now stress the importance of environmental health, which affects our own physical and mental health. It's considered the priority for our future on this planet. As adults preparing to take over the reins, you will be responsible for implementation of some drastic changes in the way we live. Our generation has not been quick to learn the hard lessons of neglect, but I know we can make changes with you, which will benefit future generations. The last door is the door to your home. Behind that door for the past few years, your parents have nurtured you, disciplined you, encouraged you. Even when you leave that home, their love and support will go with you for the rest of your lives. I am fortunate so far in my life to have experienced the joy of living behind a happy door, of being a friend, a spouse, a parent, and a grandparent. I also have the privilege of working and serving in my community. I wish for you, every single one of you, all of those joys and many more. And on behalf of Mayor Osler and Council, I congratulate you today as you close this door and open many others. Thank you very much.
And now we have greetings from the Ministry of Education. And we have with us the Director of Instruction for School District 72 and a former Carey High Vice Principal, although we don't really hold that against him. We've allowed him to come here tonight. To give us words from the Ministry of Education, Mr. Byron Dart.
Courage. Unfortunately, I never had the honor of Mr. Courage being on my staff. I'm sure it would have been a wonderful experience. I'm very pleased to have the opportunity this evening to address the SOUTHGATE graduates of 1989 and all those parents, relatives, teachers, and friends gathered here for this special occasion. On behalf of the Ministry of Education, the superintendent, and members of district staff, our congratulations and best wishes to the graduates of 1989. It is times like these that we at district staff can appreciate the results of our efforts and take pride in your achievements. Today we are also here to honor the in addition to honoring the graduates, we are also here to honor the parents. As a parent of a recent graduate, I relate and experience what you're going through this evening, and in a different way, this is our night too. Once again, graduates, congratulations and all the best in your future endeavors. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Dart. And now we have a representative from the Board of School Trustees, a man who has intimate knowledge with Southgate, having had 3 of his children graduate from this institution. No, school. He's also been very much a supporter of Southgate in terms of the academics and athletics and of everything that Southgate has done in the past number of years. Representing the Board of School Trustees, Dr. Dick Patterson.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Fellow guests, 1989 Southgate graduates. It is with pleasure that I bring greetings to you, the 1989 graduating class from the Board of Trustees of the school district. There is a personal delight because I have known many of you since our family moved to Campbell River 13 years ago, the year that you would have been starting school. Many of you have visited in our home. I even had the privilege of coaching some of you in soccer. And over the years, you have been a part of our lives. During your school years, this community, through the school board, has attempted to provide the best conditions for you to grow in mind, in body, and spirit, to have a sense of who you are and how to relate to others, to become an educated person. Those of us who are here tonight have been part of that enterprise, your education. This includes parents and teachers, neighbors, coaches, club sponsors. Over the years, we have organized, fundraised, chaperoned, encouraged, cajoled, and disciplined to allow you to develop your potential, to reveal your uniqueness, and to discover your talents. So here you are, set to celebrate this chapter in your lives and to enjoy it with us. You will be made aware, probably even bombarded, by how complex the world is that you are entering. A world in which success is measured by what one gets rather than by what one gives. A world in which progress means disposable and uncontrolled pollution of our planet. A world in which human relations are characterized by whatever means as brokenness and conflict within families, between neighbors, and between nations. A world in which the number of options for your life has become immeasurable, making your choices among them more and more difficult. Your ability to make these choices and apply your talents has been our common goal. But there is more to it than that. Certainly, it is important to use your talents. And if that is the goal, if that is the end of it, there may be emptiness and some disillusionment that sets in. For my age group, this is commonly called a midlife crisis. But clinical psychologist Dr. James Dobson reminds us that this phenomenon is more a matter of a wrong value system than it is a matter of the age to which it applies. What we believe, what we deem as most important, what we are trying to give with our lives is what it is about. The crisis may occur when suddenly we realize that the ladder we've been climbing is leaning against the wrong wall. Grads, our wish for you is that your life's journey, your ladder, may rest against the right wall, and that it encourages you, even demands of you, to do all the good you can, by all the means you can, in all the places you can, at all the times you can, for all the people you can, as long as you are able. On behalf of the Board of School Trustees, I wish for you peace, fulfillment, laughter in your lives, in your families, and in the communities where you choose to do good. God bless you.
At this point, we have something that is a little special to Southgate. Each year, the students of the graduating class are asked to select 2 teachers to hand out their diplomas, which they find and they think